Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. Believe it or not, Dovbleg season is already back, so that means that not only do we have this next major update before the end of the year, but it was confirmed already that we have another major update on top of this before the end of the year, which means two major updates within the next month and a half, as well as, of course, the anniversary event, which will be in about 2 weeks, and I'll have all the details when that happens, and it'll be a major sale as well. But that said, back to the Dovbleg. We have the Chieftain 900. This will be a main battle tank for Great Britain at rank 6, and it appears that it will be in the regular Ground Forces tech tree. Now, this is basically going to be a Chieftain Mk.5. The Chieftain Mk.5 is an 8.7 BR vehicle, but it's fairly slow. And the whole thing with the Chieftain 900 is that it was kind of a tech demonstrator, and it has improved horsepower. So, instead of the 760 or so horsepower in the Chieftain Mk.5, this has 900, which means it will have further increased acceleration, which is really nice because, as you guys might know, the Chieftain Mk.5 is one of the slower tanks around its BR, and it will also have a higher top speed as well, going up to 52 kilometers per hour. Now, that might not be a lot, but guess what? 140 horsepower is welcome anywhere, whether you're driving on the street or you're driving on a battlefield. Now, this will also include, of course, the 120mm L11A5 cannon, which will have the standard APF SDS, APDS, and HESH rounds. I believe it's the L23 APF SDS, which goes through around 400 or so millimeters of armor, so pretty effective, and will have a laser rangefinder, which the Chieftain Mk.5 does not have. Now, this thing might look a little bit different, and that's because, well, it was supposed to look a lot different, because it was supposed to kind of have Chobham armor on the outside. Now, the thing is, it never had Chobham armor in real life, so what you see in these pictures is just kind of sheet metal, because, again, it was just kind of to model what this thing approximately would look like once it had the composite armor added to it, but it never actually had it. So this doesn't really have any additional armor compared to the Mk.5, just a little bit maybe insofar as sheet metal is concerned, which could, in theory, interrupt some heat and heat FS shells, but that's pretty much it. Still, the Chieftain Mk.10, it looks like, will have superior armor to this, which makes me think that the Chieftain 900 will probably be 9.0 BR. I could see it being foldered either in the same folder as the Chieftain Mk.3 and Mk.5 already, or being foldered with the Chieftain Mk.10. It might be its own separate folder, if you will, but I really think just based on how this thing is, it will be more or less about the same as the Mk.5 Mk.10, except with lesser armor compared to the Mk.10, but with a lot of the improvements of the Mk.10. It's a little bit weird. It's probably closer to the Mk.5, being that it's, again, basically, it was built on the Mk.5, but basically, I'm assuming this will be 9.0 BR, though it could be 9.3 BR. It really just depends a lot on kind of how this thing actually performs with that extra 140 horsepower, somewhat improved armament, and of course, laser rangefinder. But that's pretty much it. I mean, again, this will be more or less the same as a Chieftain Mk.5, but with a little bit of improved mobility, and I believe with a little bit of improved armament, especially when you consider that laser rangefinder. So that said, thanks so much for watching. If you don't mind, let me know what you guys think about this vehicle being added to the game in the comments below. By the way, thanks again, and I'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone.